AITA for snapping at my stepdad for making fun of my small chest size. I 17F live with my mom and my stepdad, who married my mom about 5 years ago. My stepdad has always been the kind of guy who likes to joke around, but sometimes his humor is less funny and more insensitive. While I've tried to just shrug it off, lately he's been crossing lines that feel really personal. One thing I've been insecure about for a long time is my body, specifically, my chest size. I know I'm not the most developed person out there, and it's something I used to get teased about back in middle school. I thought I'd left that behind, but it seems like my stepdad has a knack for reopening old wounds, especially when he's around his friends. This brings us to last Friday night. My mom was out with some friends, so my stepdad invited a couple of his buddies over to watch a game and have a few beers. I tried to stay out of their way and just keep to myself, but at one point, I went to grab a snack from the kitchen and could hear them talking about people they knew. Their conversation shifted toward making jokes about people's appearances, which I found cringy but tried to ignore. Then, out of nowhere, one of his friends made a comment about how I must take after my mom with the petite frame. The joke felt a little weird and uncomfortable, but I gave a polite smile and tried to brush it off, thinking that would be the end of it. Unfortunately, that's when my stepdad decided to join in. He laughed and added, "Yeah, she sure didn't get it from me. She's flat as a board." And then everyone started laughing. I could feel my face turning red. It wasn't like I was hearing this for the first time. Heck, I'd had middle school boys make similar comments back in the day, but it felt so much worse coming from him, especially in front of his friends. I didn't want to make a scene, so I just grabbed my snack and tried to leave the room. But as I turned to go, one of his friends, I guess trying to keep the joke going, shouted, "Come on, don't be shy, we're just messing around." And my stepdad laughed again, saying something like, "She can dish it out, but she can't take it." I felt my chest tighten. This wasn't playful teasing anymore. It felt humiliating. I'm not proud of what happened next, but I just couldn't take it. I turned around, and before I even realized what I was doing, I said, "You know what? Maybe you should keep your mouth shut about things you don't understand." The room went dead silent. My stepdad's friends looked like they'd just witnessed something shocking, and my stepdad looked completely thrown off. He recovered quickly, though, and his face went from surprise to full-on anger. He told me, in this tight, angry voice, that I was being disrespectful and that I had no right to speak to him like that. I didn't respond. I just went up to my room and closed the door, but I could still hear them talking downstairs. I felt humiliated and, at the same time, guilty. Maybe I shouldn't have snapped. Maybe I should have just ignored it. But it was like a lifetime of bottled-up frustration had just burst out, and I couldn't stop it. Since then, he's been giving me the silent treatment, which is honestly making me feel worse. My mom doesn't know what happened, and I don't want to drag her into this. I've tried to just avoid him, but now I'm questioning if I went too far. Was I overreacting? Should I have just laughed it off, even though it hurt? I know I probably embarrassed him in front of his friends, but at the same time, I feel like he crossed a line, too. Comment AITA for losing my cool with him.